YouTube, what are we doing here? Sports by ScaL, NBA Friday. We're going to break down a couple of games. I got 20 plus free picks for you. If you are new here, lock in. Are you ready to make a parlay or what?
Big plays, we don't miss. This the pick of the year. Click in, lock in. Sports by ScaL right here. Parlays, game lines, run it up, be clear. Say it loud, say it proud. What are we doing here?
All right, guys, NBA Friday. We got a couple games to go over. There's a Knicks game. How you doing? So you know what? We're going to start with the Cavs and the Pistons, and we are going to look at my first play, which is, of course, the Jalen Duren 15-point train that we are currently riding until those wheels fall off. And what I mean is, this man's line is still 18. Like, they haven't figured out that it's the wrong line yet. So until they figure it out, all right, we are going to bring it down to a 15-point alt line for a 76% hit rate. He has not gone under this 8 out of his last 10 games. So, and he's only hit 15 once. Every other game, 23, 21, 21, 19, 26. He's like crushing it. He's playing very well. This line is going to go up soon. Take advantage of it while you can. That's all I'm saying. Head-to-head, he had an 8-point game against the Cavs, but it was a blowout. He only played 21 minutes, and they lost by 21 points. Typically, it's a good matchup with a pick-and-roll type play. They're 21st in the league, and in these pick-and-roll dominant player types with this defense, you're looking at a 77% hit rate for a 15-point alt line. So I do love Jalen Duren in this matchup. We're also going to take a look at Paul Reed. He's another one who's been playing out of his mind, and his line is still low. I mean, look, his line is 9. So if you went like 7, you're talking about he's hit this 8 straight games. He's got another good matchup versus pick and roll. I mean, head to head, he had an 8-point game in January and a 4-point game, but he only played 8 minutes. But if he plays 30 minutes, and it seems like his minutes are obviously, let's just take a look at his minutes. Yeah, they're on the rise. If he plays like 25, let's just say 20 minutes. Let's take a look and see how that changes. 20 minutes. The man plays 20 minutes for 7 points, for 8 points. Bring it up to 8. For 8 points, he's 100% if he plays 20 minutes. His minutes are up. His usage is up. This is why he's scoring. Take advantage of the low line and the mispricing. Just take advantage of it, all right? All right, also another one, Duncan Robinson for 9 points. This line is also completely mispriced. I mean, for 11 points, he's 71%. That's his line. All right, head-to-head, he had a 12-point game and an 8-point game in a blowout where he only played 26 minutes. So I'm liking him as well, and I'm going to take him for 9 points. He is just 90% for this number. It's only 2 down from his line. You can go alternate, or you can just go his line. Confident in his line, sign off on it, okay? He's had a good matchup versus spot-up shooters. Are 20th in the league at defending spot-up shooters. For that 9 points, he's 72%. They'll love this little green, this green area in the corner here. They're dead last defending these corner threes, and he loves to shoot it there, all right? So I'm liking Duncan Robinson, Duncan Donuts, my boy. And we're going to look at Cade. I'm not too sure. Head-to-head, yeah, he had a 27-point game and a 12-point game. Not a lot of assists. He had decent rebounds. His best matchup is probably, his boards. So let's just take a look. His line is 6. If you went 5 boards for Cade in tough matchups, not a great hit rate. I'm going to stay away from Cade in this game. I mean, if I were to take him, it would, let's just see, head-to-head, it would have to be for 36 PRA or 35. That's as low as I'd go for him, as if I take him. But if not, those picks will be on Pikkit 2 hours before game time. Guys, we got really, really close in that last parlay contest here. Ty Jerome cash for us. G.G. Jackson cash for us. Jabari Smith, I kind of didn't like this play at all, but like, I had to test the limits. They raised his line. I told you they were going to do it. They raised his line to 25 PRA. He's just been out of control. And it just, yeah, obviously it was a blowout, and it is what it is. You couldn't control that. Would he have hit the 25 PRA if it wasn't a blowout? Yes. These are some of the things that, like, I probably should have reconsidered and just brought his line to 20. He wouldn't hit it anyway, but I was just feeling him yesterday. Reed Shepard cash, that was a good play. Jokic, I took him for 25 points. He had 30. Tim Hardaway cash, I called him. I called Christian Braun for his rebounds. We're going to revisit that today. But Peyton Pritchard, man, what did he? He's just like 30 points, 3 points. 30 points, 3 points. Like, you're done. You're done. You're done. All right. This is the Pikkit Parlay contest for tonight. We are looking at, this one right here. Nick Claxton, Dyson Daniels, Desmond Bain getting off to a decent start. Cons in here, really good. Nemhard, Joel. Oh yeah, we're cruising. So, guys, if you're new here, Pikkit Parlay contest, sign up. The link is below in the description. Download Pikkit, use code SCAL. That link is right there. Once you do that, link your sports book, and Pikkit pays you up to $100 just for signing up. Once you do all that, comment on this video, Pikkit with your username, and if this parlay hits, I'm sending someone the money. We do this every day. So we're in it for the long haul, all right? Let's go ahead and look at, I kind of am looking at Mobley for his PR head-to-head. He had 2 big games against them, 15 and 15. It's his line, so it's got to tell you something. And, yeah, PR, he went under 1 game. He didn't have a great rebounding game. They are really tough. The Cavs. So maybe just go, his line is 15, maybe just go 13 points for him and an 81% hit rate. I think this line is mispriced as well. Obviously, the Cavs here have no Mitchell. Harden's questionable. Schroeder's questionable. Everyone's questionable. Definitely a tough game. But if Mobley's not, I think he's the best bet. All right? So, yeah, probably, if these guys don't play, you probably won't be able to bring that line down to 13. But even if you leave it at 15, without Mitchell, he's 100%. Without James Harden, 76%. Not that much games to go over, but there are some, obviously, usage rates that are going to raise in his line, so 15 points should be good. But if that line doesn't change, bring it down to 13. All right, I'm thinking about going Jarrett Allen in this game also for 20 PR. He has not been under this line in 10 games. Literally 10 for 10. Head-to-head, he had a 27 PR game against the Pistons. And I think with him being hot and with these guys being questionable, take him into consideration to have a big game if these guys don't play, especially. All right? But that's really all I can say with these guys being questionable. If James Harden does play, he's had 2 decent games. Yeah, I'd probably take him for 30 PRA if he plays. Should be fair. He's hit this in both games he's played against them. And for 30 PRA, he is 85% in his last 21 games. So, something to consider. Keeping it pushing, we're going to look at the Celtics and the Nets, okay? And in this game, Keita has a very, very favorable matchup. They are dog shit at defending under the rim. Obviously, they have a really, really tight perimeter defense. So I'm liking, and I'm sure they know that, and they're going to exploit that. So I'm liking him in this matchup, probably for 13 PR, if I can get that on an alt line, which I'm sure you can. But if not, his taken for 8 points, 76%. Head-to-head, he had 6 points, 16 and 6. But he only played 20 minutes. And it looks like once you filter that out to like 25 plus 8 points turns into a 90% hit rate. All right. His past couple games, 28 minutes, 27 minutes, 26. So with the minutes going up, and then obviously because he's playing well, I'm going to take him for 8 points in this matchup. All right. Jaylen Brown. I'm thinking about taking Jaylen Brown for 25 points. It's a 71% hit rate for the season. His matchup is phenomenal against transition scoring. The Nets are 26th in the league at defending transition-type players, and also his dominant shooting zone, again, under the rim. Let's look at his head-to-head matchups. He's had 25 points in all 3 games he's played against the Nets, 29, 26, and 27. Great matchup for him. Great hit rate. Great historical data. Jaylen Brown is a great play for this game. Peyton Pritchard, you're done. You go scratch your ass, pal. You heard it here. Yes, yes, you did. All right, we're going to look at Vooch, and I'm liking Vooch for 6 boards, okay? For 6 boards. Now, ever since he's been on the Celtics, he really 6, 5, kind of like every other game. But this is a tough matchup for him. But in these matchups, he's gone over 6 in every game they played. So, yeah, could you go 5? If his line is 7, could you go 5? Yeah, but I think 6 is a pretty good play, seeing the historical data. Obviously, it was with a different team, but, I still kind of like it. It's definitely a lean of mine. It will be in Pikkit if I decide to take it, so let's keep that in mind, all right? Speaking about rebounds, since we're not going to trust Peyton Pritchard, listen, Peyton Pritchard, again, go scratch your ass, all that. Do you think that this is the bounce back game? Because, it's always look, 2 shit games, good game, shit game, good game, shit game, good game, shit game, good, 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 shit, good, good, shit. Is it another game here? It might be. Look at his matchup for spot up shooting. For 17 points, 70%, head to head, he's kind of had 2 good games against them. I'm heavily thinking about it just from the pattern alone, even though it's probably a terrible way to bet. But, we all like to mess around sometimes. He's got a great matchup for assists. His line is 6. If you wanted to just go assists, you can take him for 5 at a 75% hit rate. Not a bad play. He's hit this once out of his last 3 games, so maybe go down to 4, depending on the juice. But look at his boards, right? His line is 4. If he went to 3 boards, he's 100% against them in historical data. Now, for 3 boards for those last 21 games, he's 85%. This might be the better play. Bring that down from 4 boards to 3 boards at an 85% hit rate. He's got a good matchup for his rebounds, 22nd in the league. In these matchups, he's 90%. So maybe taking for 3 boards is a play. Would love to parlay that with some other things, obviously. And yeah, no, this is a great play for him. We're going to look at the next game, the Knicks and the Bucks. This is where I have my fun, but also my pain and agony comes right along with it. We're going to first talk about Ryan Rollins, another mispriced line in my opinion. His line's 19. Obviously, I'd go 15 points for him. I think it's a pretty fair number. 15 points without Giannis, 71%, okay? Now, he's got a great matchup versus pick-and-roll ball handlers. The Knicks are terrible defending the pick and roll. And in these great matchups for him, he's 81% without Giannis in the lineup for 16 points, okay? Go 15, go 16, either or. But let's take a look at his historical data. He had a 25-point game against the Knicks. Giannis did not play. And in this game, Giannis played both games. Kevin Porter Jr. didn't play in both games. So, yeah, without Giannis, I kind of like him for 15 points. I'm not going to lie. If you did want to go KPJ instead, all right, obviously head-to-head, no data, he was injured, right? So let's take a look and see do you go 28 PRA for him. I love that number for him without Giannis. It's 88%, and you're only going down from 31 to 28. You could probably go 29. At an 88% hit rate for 29 PRA, I like that play a lot for KPJ. All right? Especially in this bad pick-and-roll matchup for him, I think he's going to do well. I'm looking at AJ Green in this game, and I'm liking him for his threes. I'm going to say 2. His line is 3 for 2 threes. He's a 76% hit rate, but look at this. Against the Knicks, he hit 3 threes and 6 threes. The Knicks are a terrible three-point defending team. They allow the open shot. I do like him a lot for 2 threes in this game. He's hit this historically. He's got a good matchup. And, yeah, he's got a high hit rate for 2 threes. So I like this matchup for A.J. Green. It kills me to say, but he's just going to shoot against the Knicks. He's just going to do it. All right, let's look at Jalen Brunson. He's been playing like dog shit. He really has. Blatantly. His assists have been all right. You'd have to go from, it's either he goes 4 assists or he pops off. So I don't know what this is going to look like, but it seems like his PRA in these matchups historically, look, he had 43 PRA in both games. Being that his line is so low because he's been playing so shitty, his line is 35. Like, do we go 34 and like reverse those numbers? Is that a thing? Like, should we do that? Look, 34 PRA, 43 PRA. Just flip him, minus him 10 points because he's been shit in the bed. I mean, look, he's got a great matchup beyond the arc, right beyond the perimeter. It just seems like he just plays well against them. Obviously, no Giannis. He might play even better. Yeah, listen, I'm kind of liking Jalen Brunson, even though I really don't want to bet on him after his performances. But, like, even if you wanted to go, as long as 35, like, if you can go 30, go 30. I want to say go 29, but probably not worth it. All right, let's take a look at Cat, and let's take a look at Cat for... Actually, you know what? No. Let's take a look at someone with a really, really good matchup. We're going to look at Shamit. Shamit's matchup is phenomenal. 23 versus position. They're 28th for spot-up shooting, and they're 28th versus dominant shooting zone. I know I took him in this game, and he shit the bed, but I am loving the bounce back. Historically, he had a 16-point game against them. His line is 9. I say you take him for his line. 9 points. If you wanted to go threes for him, you can. He had 4 threes against them. They allowed the 26th most three-point attempts in the league. You take him for his threes at 2 threes. Not a bad play, either 2 threes or 9 points. But I have noticed he's been like trying to label himself as not just a 3-point shooter. Like, he sometimes rather go to the basket, which I love. I respect it. All right. Now, Mitchell Robinson has been scoring regardless of the boards. Yeah, he had 6 points against them. His line is 5. I say go 4 points for him. Go 4 points and go like, yeah, look, they raised his line again. Go 4. Now, they are playing away. The thing is, when he plays away, not as good as when he plays home for 7 boards. Yeah, he just rebounds better. I was going to say take him for 7 boards, but away, you could. You still could. But I'd rather just honestly take him for his points. Like, I don't know what it is, but let's see. Yeah, even in tough matchups, scores 4 points at almost 70%. Not a bad little play. But I do also like Josh Hart for 6 boards. All right, for 6 boards, he is 61%. But in good matchups, where they are 29th in the league at defending his position for rebounds, in these favorable matchups, he's 76%. All right, pretty good hit rate. Head to head, he had a 15 rebound game. All right, his last game against the Bucks. Not that that really matters. He had a 4 rebound game here, but I mean, considering the fact that, like, let's look at without McBride, obviously, and with Mitch just not rebounding how he should, I do kind of like Josh Hart for some boards in this matchup. We're going to look at also Bridges, like Mikal Bridges is also kind of on my mind for some boards. His line is 4. He's been pretty consistent for 3 at a 71% hit rate. Head to head, he had 11 boards against the Bucks. And yeah, I mean, look at this. In these matchups, in favorable matchups against his position, they're 29th in the league. In these bottom 10 teams defending his position for rebounds for 3 boards, he's 90%. I love this line. I love this matchup. You should get decent juice for 3 boards. If you had to go 4, not so hot of a hit rate, 66%. I just go 3. I'd lose the juice. I'd put this in a parlay and call it a day. Let's look at Cat for his PRA. They're pretty terrible at spot-up shooting. He's been shooting the ball well. Head-to-head, not great. Let's look at his boards against him. He did have decent boards. I'd say go 10 boards for Cat. His line is 11. Yeah, they bring that down from 12 sometimes. Go 10 boards. He's 76%. He's hit this in like 12 out of his last like 14 games or something. Like, I love Cat for 10 boards. Let's lock that one in. All right, next game. Grizzlies, Mavs. And you know what? I really didn't have a lot, but like this is the only thing I'm kind of thinking of. Like I have some like what the hell are you talking about kind of plays, and we're gonna talk about them. But Javon Small, look at this guy. All right, take a look at this. His minutes on the rise. Obviously, because we have all these injuries. No Morant, Ty Jerome's doubtful. Zach Edey, coward. Like, man's been getting some minutes. His line is 12, but I'm looking at him for his assists. Take a look at this. Without John Morant, without Ty Jerome, without Coward, for 5 assists, he's 80%. In favorable matchups, he's 100%. All right, for 5 assists. Now, that's his line. And if you just brought it down to 4, you're talking about obviously not a good hit rate for the season, but without, just John Morant and Ty Jerome, it's still, the right guy. You can go Javon Small for 4 assists. You can go Cam Spencer for 4 assists. But Cam Spencer seems to be getting less minutes than Small is getting. Look at this. 25, 29. Yeah, he's getting more minutes. He's the right guy to go with for the assists, in my opinion. All right. You can also take Javon Small for 2 threes. Look at how he's been shooting. Even in tough matchups, for 2 threes, he's still 50%. Like, head-to-head, no data, but no Ty Jerome, no Aldama, no Coward. Look at this. He's hit this in all games he's played without these players. So, 2 threes might be a move for him. Also, his assists. And yeah, everyone else's matchup, I was like, wasn't really feeling, wasn't crazy about. I was looking at Scottie Pippen for his assists as well. Scottie Pippen Jr., I can't really trust him for his points yet. There's not enough information. But let's look at him for his assists. Yeah, his line's 5-2 for 4 assists. He's 83%. Great matchup for his assists. He's 100%. One game he hit 8 in these matchups. So I kind of like him for 4 assists as well. It's a little play. Obviously, his points, you'd have to go from like 12 to like 8, which we're not doing. So go as assists. All right. All right, we're going to look at the Nuggets and the Thunder. Probably the game of the night, but Shea is back. He's probably going to be in a minute restriction, which is going to make it really hard to bet on him. All right. Or anyone else for that matter, because you just don't know what everything's going to look like. But I'll give you some of the kind of plays I like that I kind of bet it with him, without him. So, Caruso. Now, Caruso's got a decent matchup versus spot-up shooting. The 27th in the league, all right? His line is 6 points, all right? For 5 points in these matchups, he's 75%, all right? Now, if you didn't want to go points for him, his assists, take a look at this. With him, 2 assists is a move. His line is 2. All right. He's been hitting it in the past how many games straight? Obviously, that's with him, but like without him, let's just take a look. Without Jalen Williams, same thing, 75%. 2 assists is a good play for Caruso. All right. All right. We're going to look at Dort. And Dort had 4 boards against the Nuggets last time they played. His line is 4. I like to go 3 boards for him at an 81% hit rate. It's a good little play. And yeah, I think he's going to hit this. He's hit it last time, and he's just too high of a hit rate. Very consistent with this number. Go Dort for 3 boards. It's really all I got for the Thunder. I just don't know what this is going to look like with him back, how many minutes he's going to play. We're going to have to monitor and see. But for the Nuggets, all right, kind of liking Murray for 20 points. Now, Jamal Murray for 20 points. His line is 23. Pretty mispriced. For 20 points, he's 81%. All right. You have to bring this down for 3. I think obviously without Gordon, without Watson, like 20 points is a thing. Now, we're going to look at Jokic. He didn't really have the best games against them. Head-to-head, 16 points, not good. 8 assists, not great. His rebounds are very low. If we're going to take him for anything, it's going to be his assists. And for me, it would be 8 assists at a 71% hit rate. I'd probably take that play for Jokic. That's about it for him, We're going to look at Braun. We're going to run back this 4-board line. His line is 5. We're taking him for 4 at a 71% hit rate. Head-to-head, no data. But in matchups that are favorable in his position, 4 boards is 100%. Love this play. Christian Braun 4 boards is a move. We're going to look at Bruce Brown for 3 boards. Take a look at this. His line is 4. For 3 boards, he's 81%. In these matchups, he's 89% in favorable matches for his position. 3 boards is a move for Bruce Brown. Valanciunas, all right, he's been crushing 6 points, 85%. Head-to-head, he had 13 points. His PR, he had 16, all right? If you were going to take him, I'd go 4 boards, 6 points, 10 PR. For 10 PR, he is 75%. Obviously, he hit that in the game he played against them. I like Valanciunas. His minutes kind of steady, but he hits this line. Like, he's very efficient in his minutes. We're talking about limited minutes, right? 12. Like, the guy plays 12 minutes a game and scores 12 PR plus. You know, it's just, I know it's tough to bet on guys who don't have high minutes, but he's just so consistent. How do you not bet on him? The proof is there. You know, just a thought. We're going to look at Tim Hardaway for his, look at this, same kind of deal. Great rebound for matchups, had 6 boards against them. I like him for his line of 3 boards. If you wanted to go 2, if you can, 2's 85%. Same deal. I like these little board plays, like 3s. He didn't hit any 3s in the last game he played, but he does have a good matchup. They got the 24th most 3s in the league. And in these matchups, for 2 3s, he's 75%. 2 3s might be a move for Tim Hardaway. All right, guys, that is the video. Thank you for staying this long. Subscribe, like, comment, send the high points for your boy. Shout out PropsMadness, the best tool in the game. If you want to get your hands on this tool for a discount, that link is below, only for my subs. 25% off, worth every penny. I use this for hours and hours a day. That's how we're making these plays, guys. Shout out to Pikkit. Download Pikkit, use code ScaL. That link is below. Sign up. They'll pay you $100 for linking your sportsbook. When you're done, comment on this video. Pick it with your username. Has to be before game time, before the parlay wins, just so it's fair. And if it wins, I'm sending someone the money. Guys, also my winnable VIP picks are below as well. I'm giving out 100 codes for getting 50% off monthly, weekly subscriptions. 50% off, there's only 100 codes. Once they go, they go. It'll be full price. But for my loyal subs, I'm going to hook you guys up. I'm going to lower the price a little bit and hopefully get some straight bets rocking. Thank you again. Good luck. Play responsibly. Peace.
Big plays, we don't miss. This the pick of the year. Click in, lock in. Sports by ScaL right here. Parlays, game lines, run it up, be clear. Say it loud, say it proud.